So it's now finally 2021. 2020 is behind, and hopefully it stays in the ground forever, and we never have to go through that BS ever again. Anyway, so since the kickoff of the new year, since pretty much everybody is like kind of giving their plans for this year, I figured I might as well share mine too, but not all of them. And pretty much what's looking forward to this channel, at least for 2021, I'm still going to be continuing the tarot talk, me trying to be a little bit humorous and poking fun at like, oh, is this card really evil? No, here, let's make it positive. Kind of like how I did with the devil and all those other terrifying cards. I'm still going to be providing my opinion and suggested ways of working alongside Lilith. I'm still going to be doing that. And specifically this month of January, this is actually a very serious month for me. Because at the end of the month, on the 31st, it's actually the first day of day 1 of 7 of when a tragedy happened. And during that tragedy, that's when I met Hel. I do want to also remake some of the goddesses about working with the ones that I've already put up. I kind of want to like clean them up and redo them again as well too. I kind of want to go back to like actually redoing like the Art of Bamboozling, because I'm pretty shocked that a lot of people haven't watched that, and it's deceptively overpowered if you know how to use it. As well, viewer's choice. If there's anything you guys ever want me to cover or try to cover, just throw it at me. And actually like be like legit real self-help. None of this like, well, with depression you just gotta stay positive. Well no. What are you, stupid? Obviously. But the thing is that telling somebody to be positive when they're not in the best state, that ain't gonna do anything. Just saying. You gotta learn to and listen. That's the first step. As well, my Teespring has also expanded pretty substantially in terms of merchandise, and I'll be showcasing like what I have. I've made a new print for Lilith. It has pretty much a poetic piece that I wrote on the fly. It also has some pretty, I would have to say, pretty tonalizing and alluring designs that I put on it, especially this one pillow. The way that it's laid out, it's like you actually have the Black Moon Lilith symbol on the front with a snake and an eye. Then you flip it over, then it has this other poetic piece, and then Lilith's name's in the middle of it. There's two snakes going right towards Lilith's name. Pretty much all that you do, you say that incantation on the pillow, and you lay your head back right on Lilith's name, and the snakes just go right into your head, and you go on a lovely adventure with her. And I'll share that too. And I kind of also really want to start branching out and actually doing collabs with other YouTubers. I know I really want to do a collab with Kindra. And if you don't know who Kindra is, she's actually the one who kind of inspired me to learn more about Lilith, and then Lilith was like, oh, you finally noticed me? Okay. Yeah. Because we were originally planning on actually doing a collab and be talking a lot about Lilith. I was going to be talking more about the astrology of Black Moon Lilith. And we were just going to be having a nice, lovely chit-chat about Lilith, but for some reason, Google decided that we're going to be just hissy-fitting for no reason, and we had to reschedule it in the future. But let's see what else. I do also want to actually start providing my one-on-one guidance and actually start holding like group classes and stuff like that. But the thing is that I don't know if there's any, like, if anybody's actually aware of like all the stuff that I know, because believe me, I'm not really that much of a boastful person, but I'm really confident in the stuff that I know. I mean, I've been doing this for now, it's actually 11 years. 11 years of occult science and occult practice. 11. Oh yeah, I'm not really that new here. It's time for me to actually start teaching people one-on-one and start spreading what I know to everybody else. And this can be anything as simple as like teaching one-on-one with astrology, like having a private lesson and private sessions, or even have a big group class, just little things like that. Because I kind of feel that I kind of belong in the environment of actually teaching people and guiding people into actually giving them the tools they need and methods to use, so that way they could empower themselves and go the right direction. Because at first I was wanting to actually like provide services, be like, oh, I'll do witchy poo stuff for you. Then I realized, no, what good is it for me to do all the work for them if they don't, you know, take the right action and then shoot themselves in the foot? How about I just tell them how to do it? That way they can just take care of themselves. That way they can fish for their own fish, and that way they don't have to come to me and learn how to fish or expect me to get them fishies. No, be self-sufficient. And pretty much I really think I covered everything, but pretty much the next video that's going to be coming out is me responding to a viewer's question about, well, how do you know like a certain tarot card's yours, or like it's your card and all that. I answered that question out, and then I'll go through all that in there. But then after that, there's another video that's actually another question about Lilith, that's actually answering about, do I have to be on the left-handed path or be Satanist or pretty much be anything like that to work with Lilith? You'll have to see my answer in that video. And also there's another video in the works too that's actually kind of very it's pretty deep of a topic for me, but it's something that has to be said, and it's something that is just point blank how it is. And I'm that kind of a person that explains things like to a point where you can't argue with it. There's no way you can argue with it. Nope. You're stuck and pinned against the wall. Deal with it. I'm that kind of a person that, you know, brings up the facts and then puts it in your face, and then you say, okay, now what are you gonna do? I mean, you can't say, well, it could be like this. Nope, nope. That's it. But anyway, that topic won't be coming out for a while, but be prepared, because it's going to be showing a side of me that you're thinking, wow, did not know how Sir can get, you know, that in your face. So here's the 2021. It would be a bottle of vodka, but you know, best I got is just water.